Hi, everyone. My name is Branden Sewell. I am the owner of Seal Pro Painting based out of Titusville, Florida. And today I am going to do a review of Jobber. Jobber is a field service management software. And I do also want to mention that I am a paid brand ambassador for Jobber. So while you may think that this video is biased because I'm a brand ambassador, I can assure you that I will give you my honest feedback on Jobber and what I think of the software. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to share my screen with you. Now, this is a just a demo account for me to share with you. So it's not going to have all of our data in there just for the purpose of protecting our customers' personal information. However, I should be able to give you a pretty good overview of the different features that Jobber offers and how they can serve you in your business. Now, let me start this out by saying that we use it to run our painting company. We service mostly residential clients doing residential repaints. The revenue that I've been able to do as a business was just around 100,000 in revenue or 800,000 in revenue last year. So just to give you an idea of the size of a company that this software would be good for. And I also know companies that are much larger that use it. So that's where we are. That's what we specialize in. Now, as you can see right here, actually, on this video, that we were actually used for a video, like a commercial for Jobber. So that is us here in this video. If you're a painting company and you sign up, you may see that. Now, what you can do in Jobber as a company is you can bring all of your clients in and use it as a CRM. So what we do is we have you can get a booking form, and Jobber provides you with a way to embed that into your website or to put it on your Google listing and things like that. And whenever a customer finds you online and they want to book your services, they can fill out that booking form. And then you'll get notified that that client has now been entered into Jobber. So really easy way to collect customer information and get them into your CRM. Now, once they come in as a client, then they are going to essentially submit their request for an assessment or estimate, whatever you want to call that. And whether it's on-site or remote, you can choose to schedule a on-site assessment. And there's all the different information that would be entered in. The customer can put what their availability is for that on-site assessment. You can toggle this on and do a start and end date for the assessment, the time that you'll be there, and assign it to a team member, whether that's yourself or a sales rep or project manager, whoever is going to go take a look at the job for you. So that's how it works as far as bringing somebody in as a client and scheduling their request. Now, once you schedule the request, then you can convert it to a quote. You can really customize your quotes however you would like. You can actually put in pre-made templates for products and services and pricing, which we have done with our personal account for the business. We have different packages that we offer for interiors and exteriors and different levels to those packages and pricing, which makes it quicker and easier for us to send out quotes. We're just basically plugging in the template and making minor modifications and sending those out. What I really like about the quoting feature is you can add additional line items, or you can add optional line items. You can add just standard text if there's something you want to include in your line items that maybe goes over like a warranty, or your, for what the customer to expect for the job. You can put client messages, you can apply discounts, and then also require deposits. And when you send out the job, you can attach pictures, notes, and things like that for your team. And then so once you send that out, if a customer approves it, then it's going to come through as a you can convert it to a job. Now, once that quote is converted to a job, you can put in special instructions for your team. You can schedule the job, assign it to your team, and then it's going to show up on your schedule. You can also color coordinate your teams. So if you've got a certain set of guys who work together on a crew, they can be the blue team, red team, black team, gold team, so on and so forth. And then you can go ahead and schedule that. Now, something really awesome that Jobber has recently rolled out is job costing on jobs. So when you create the job, you can also, with Jobber, use timesheets. So your guys, you can set your hourly rate for your team members. And then when they clock in on the job, it's going to track that time and how much that labor cost you on that job. As well as material. They can take pictures of receipts for material that was purchased for the job, or gas, whatever it is, and put that in there. It's going to calculate, and it's going to tell you what your profit margin is for that job, which is a great feature that has been added recently. And then after the job is done, you can invoice the client. So if you're looking at the job on the calendar, and the job is done, there's a button that you can click that says mark complete, and then generate invoice automatically sends an invoice to the client. They can pay with Jobber payments, or you can collect a check, cash, however you like to take payments. We use Jobber payments, makes it easier and more convenient for our team. So that's a brief overview. It's basically just imagine that that client journey within your company, coming in as a lead, being converted to an estimate. From the estimate, they're converted to a quote. The quote is approved and is converted to a job. The job is completed and converted to an invoice. The invoice is paid, and then your client is archived in your system. There's so much that Jobber has to offer. There's different features in, for example, like when you're doing a request, when it shows up on the schedule, you can get directions straight from the job in the app. You can send on my way text to your customers, letting them know when you're going to arrive. Same applies to the jobs with quotes. As I mentioned before, you have your templates, you have your optional line items, discounts, deposits. You can also connect WiseTac to offer financing to your customers. Then your job is scheduled. You can attach job forms for your team so that they can have a checklist of things to do on the job to make sure that there's consistency on how things are done. They can see the scope of work out on the jobs. You have the job costing. Invoicing is easier with Jobber payments and getting paid on time and quickly. Yeah, so there's a lot there to offer. I'll go into a couple other things here really quick. Obviously, you'll have a whole database of all your clients once they're put in. You'll be able to go in and look at each one of the different steps individually, request, see if there's anything new, overdue, upcoming, unscheduled, converted to the next step in your customer process. you have your quotes. You can go in here really quick and see which ones you're waiting a response for. That helps with follow-up. Customers can submit changes, that they're requesting to their quote. You can see which ones have been approved or converted to jobs. And then for jobs, same thing here. You can see which ones are late, which ones require an invoice, which ones are coming up. And then invoicing, for us, we do one-off jobs. We don't do like a subscription-based service. So we don't have to do like batch invoicing or anything like that. We would just basically invoice a client when the job's done and get paid. So you can see your past due invoices, invoices that are sent but not due, and any drafts that need to be completed. You also have reports that you can run in Jobber, and I believe Jobber's really working to try and do better with their reporting. Like adding in job costing is a huge thing for knowing your numbers, but if there's one thing that I would say that I wish Jobber would work more on, it would be reporting for the purpose of knowing your numbers better as a business from like a marketing standpoint, cost per acquisition, conversion rates, all of those nitty-gritty details that help you to really know what you're doing as a business, and then do, really just focus on the areas where you're having the most success. So that's one thing that I think could be better, but it's not necessarily terrible. There is still a lot of great information that you can pull from the reports, which we do use weekly. As stated before, you can put expenses in. So when you create a new expense, you put your item name, details, the total cost, whether it's reimbursable or not, your team would show up there. You can attach a job and attach the receipt and then save it. And again, with the new job costing feature with Jobber, that's great for really tracking the profitability of each job. Timesheets, again, you can use this to help with running payroll. Your guys can just clock right in to the jobs on Jobber, and then at the whenever you run payroll, you can go in to approve their timesheets. They would just show up here by name listed, and then you would confirm payroll, make sure that every team member is paid, any reimbursable expenses were paid and marked paid. And then just plug that into whatever payroll service you use. We use Gusto. Just working through here. So lastly, you have your apps. So here at Seal Pro Painting, we do use the Nice Job feature. So Nice Job is a reputation management software. We love this. Our reviews have skyrocketed since using this feature, and having that integration set up. So when a job's invoiced, a customer automatically gets a review request. There's automated follow-up, which has increased our conversion rate on getting reviews. So that's really helpful there. We do use MailChimp as an integration for our newsletters. So it'll automatically bring all your client information over into MailChimp. Down here are all the different apps you can choose from. I know a lot of people love Company Cam. We use Jobber Payments, as stated before, for taking customer payments by card. We also do QuickBooks Online, so we have that synced over. We also have SendJim set up, so that's also an option there. So there's great integrations and things that you can use with Jobber too to help your business run more efficiently and help serve your employees as well as your clients better. So that is a brief overview of Jobber. I hope that is helpful to you. I will be creating other videos that go into more detail of each feature. You can also follow me on Instagram. That's a great place to see my content. I do videos going over specific features of Jobber. So check me out there. That's Branden Sewell on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I hope it's helpful. And if you have any questions, please reach out. You can comment, like, subscribe here. You can also reach out to me on any of my social media accounts, and with any questions that you have. I'm willing to help and answer any questions. So take care, guys, and thanks again for watching.